WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Morning and welcome to the BTG Morning Show. I am your host, Keisha B, and it is such a pleasure being here this morning. I am so thankful that the Lord has given me the opportunity to be here and to talk with you guys this morning. With that said, please stay encouraged and please stay tuned in here to WHPR. Today is going to be a great show. We are going to discuss the purpose of this show and what it actually means. So that being first, the BTG Morning Show is a new show that will be airing right here every Monday. Every Monday. You got me. Every Monday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We are going to have a great time. The purpose of this show is the acronym which stands for Bridge the Gap, THA. Okay, THA. On this show, my goal is to bridge the gap between various sectors within the community and vice versa. So we'll have discussions with teachers, with students, bridging the gap between the city officials and the community and residents and, doctors, and discussing those things that are very important and vital to our community. In the midst of all of that, we hope to bring information right to you. Various segments of the show, such as Word on the Street and Our Community on the Rise, will do just that. We will discuss the events happening along the city and job postings and other information we believe that may be useful to the residents here in Highland Park. And I am excited for the shows to come, and I hope that you are too. So at this time, I want to go into some assistance, some resources that may be readily available for the residents here in Highland Park and also in the city of Detroit. As of right now, there is rent and utility assistance. The COVID Emergency Rental Assistance, SERA, is helping with rental assistance up to 12 months of back and 3 months of future rent. So for the city of Detroit and Highland Park, you can reach out to the Detroit Eviction Helpline, DetroitEvictionHelp.org, 866-313-2520. Okay, and I'm going to repeat that again. So for those that need help with rental assistance, rent and utility assistance, you can reach out to Detroit Eviction Helpline, DetroitEvictionHelp.org, 866-313-2520. There's also the legal aid, free legal help. Now, this is for low-income people and seniors. So if you are a senior, 60 and over, this would be great for you. They have counsel and advocacy law line. You can call them toll-free at 888-783-8190. Again, that number is 888-783-8190. This is the counsel and advocacy law line, and this is for free legal aid help. They help with all things, including family matters, housing matters, income matters, consumer, miscellaneous, and education. So again, if you need their assistance, they are available to help. Also, there is the virtual jobs and resource fair that is coming up for veterans. This event will happen on November 18th, 2001. You can join in on the Zoom meeting, which is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., or you can dial in as well, which is 215-446-3657. And they have an 800 number as well, 888 361-4735. Again, this is for all veterans, virtual jobs and resource fair. This event will focus on jobs and employment issues. So this information will be posted online on the Facebook page for the City of Highland Park. So if you need access to it, please go to the Facebook page. Again, for those that need help with their taxes, Wayne County Treasurer Office, by appointment only, you can make an appointment online, treasurer.waynecounty.com. All appointments can be made for the following transactions: pay as you stay transactions, payment plans, deed certifications, and required in-person cash transactions. A mask is required. Office hours are from Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can call 313-224-5990. Again, this is for the Wayne County Treasurer's Office for those that are needing assistance. Also, upcoming events as far as the Career Expo. This is for those that's looking to get back into the workforce. November 30th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and December 15th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be a Career Expo. There are 250 job openings available. Introduction to Resume Writing Workshop is also present. This will be located at the Best Western Premier, 26555 Telegraph Road in Southfield, Michigan. This is open to everyone. You can call for details at 734-956-4550. Again, that number is 734-956-4550. This is for the Career Expo that is open to everyone. Now, these events will be posted online yet again. You can check them out on the City of Highland Park website. They have a Facebook page, and they will be present on the website. If you have any questions, feel free to contact any of the phone numbers that were listed for each individual reference. Also, you can check out my personal Facebook page, Simply Keisha B, on all social media. Simply Simply Keisha, Kisha, no E, and the letter B. All this information will be posted on there as well. So I'm hoping that you guys have a wonderful morning. I am certainly having one. This is a grand opportunity for me. This is also a blessing. Last night was an eye-opener for me. Myself, I can say that I am a believer, and you will see me sporting a lot of wear that represents that. Even the t-shirt I have on today. But I believe that everything that God does is strategic, even with this. And so me being able to sit here before you guys this morning and provide this information is God doing just that. I am excited for the guests that we have today. Today will be me interviewing the mayor of Highland Park, Mr. Yap himself. We will be discussing some general questions today. We're just going to have a general discussion today in regards to his office, the things that he's done, the things that he will be doing. And we're going to go ahead and take questions from residents within the city of Highland Park. We do ask that you be respectful of the time that we do have here on air, because we don't have a lot of time on air. But for those who have questions and we're not able to get to, I would ask that you send those questions to me. You can inbox them to me on Facebook on the Simply Keisha B page, and we can have another discussion with the mayor, and it will be all questions that is represented by the residents here in Highland Park. And also, we have another guest that will be joining us next week. Next week, we will be interviewing the new police chief of Highland Park, Mr. Johnny Thomas himself. So we will be having that discussion as well. Each week, we plan to have different guests on board to discuss various issues, various things such as mental health, such as caregiving, because caregiving can be such a strenuous task sometimes, and without the proper resources, you can get burnt out quickly. We're going to discuss the differences between education and what education means, and having students on to also discuss what it is that they need in regards to education and what they're looking for as well. I will also be looking out for residents to come on air to speak with me. We're going to have fun discussions. We're going to have a great time. The BTG Morning Show is really going to be bridging the gap here in the community of Detroit and Highland Park. I am in great hopes that this show embarks on new territories and breaks new ground. I am also in hopes that through this show, we have an opportunity to bring residents to knowledge in regards to everything that is possible here in the city of Highland Park and Detroit. We're going to partner up and do some different events. The next event that we will probably be doing, and it's in the works as of right now, is a Family Fun Day. And the details will be coming soon in regards to that. And today, I am just really excited in regards to what this discussion is going to be with the mayor. I do understand that there are a lot of residents who have questions, and we will be able to discuss those questions. Okay, so we will also discuss various topics from vaccines as well, because I know that a lot of residents have questions in regards to vaccines. I was one of them. I was one who didn't want it. I was one who said, no, I'm okay, I'm good. But I had to actually have a one-on-one conversation with someone who could give me truth, because facts can always be altered. But I am one who stands for truth and want to know the truth. And so being a person who wanted to get the answers, I went to a doctor and actually had an opportunity to sit and have my questions answered. So we will be discussing things like that. I've also seen a lot of problems arise because there was a lack of communication or not clear communication. So through this show, I do hope to bring clarity to a majority of the residents of Highland Park and the city of Detroit. Now, also, please understand that I know that there are a lot of different perspectives out here. So we cannot always agree on the same thing all the time, which is completely understandable, but that is what is needed. We have to have different ideas and different viewpoints in order to make a difference and in order to go forward in the city. We have to have that. We have to have we have to have oppositions is the word that I'm looking for, because without that there is no progress. Because if we're all on the same page all the time and have a one-track mind, we will never see things from outside the box. And so we plan to see things from outside the box and also to help those who need help. I appreciate everyone who is watching on Facebook and Instagram. I am live on my Instagram right now. Again, all my social media is the same, simply Keisha B. So shout out to everyone that is watching on Instagram and Facebook and also on television. So shout out to everyone that is watching on TV as well. I am, again, excited. The BTG Morning Show, as you can see, this show is going to be phenomenal. Now, I am a silly person, so please understand that this show is to bring fun and to bring life into television and to bring, while handling serious situations, we are also going to have fun as well. So I am excited for what is going to happen today. I just had someone ask me in regards to the veterans. So I'm going to repeat that information again, okay? So there was the Veterans Virtual Jobs and Resource Fair. This year's event will focus on jobs and employment issues, which will be November 18th. It's going to be on a Zoom meeting. You can either Zoom or you can call in. The call-in number is 888-363-4735. or you can call in via 215-446-3657, and that conference code is 445666. I believe that's what I missed, which was the conference code. So the conference code again is 445666, and the call-in number is 888-363-4735, and this is the Virtual Jobs and Resource Fair for the veterans. There is the rent and utility assistance for those that missed that as well. Detroit, Hamtramck, and Highland Park can get help through the Detroit Eviction Helpline, which is detroitevictionhelp.org, and can call 866-313-2520. They have a website, https://ceraApp.michigan.gov. Again, https://ceraApp.michigan.gov, and that is for the rent and utility assistance for those who have experienced COVID and need assistance and utility assistance who fell behind due to COVID. You can receive up to 12 months of back and 3 months of future rent, and includes water, heat, electricity, and sewer. So please, if you need those resources, please reach out and get the help that you need. Okay? So we are coming up on our commercial break, and we will be back right after this.
I think Wayne County Community College District is the perfect place for any student.
We are all a big melting pot and sharing different experiences.
Everyone was really friendly, and they're giving you their time.
I know someone here will always be there to support me.
Armenalda Carrick, Bosnia.
Sandra Gonzalez, Mexico.
Minhas Jakia, Bangladesh.
Dennis Carrick, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri, encouraging all taxpayers to please take advantage of the several payment options available.
You can pay online by visiting the Wayne County Treasurer's Office website. Paying online is easy and convenient.
You can also download the mobile app and pay with your smartphone.
You can pay at one of 70 kiosks located throughout Wayne County.
And yes, you can always still send in your payments using the U.S. Postal Service.
If you have to visit our office in person, you must make an appointment by going to treasurer.waynecounty.com. It only takes a few minutes. Facial covering or mask is required and social distancing is observed. Your health and safety is very important to us. You can also email our office at taxinfo@waynecounty.com or call us at 313-224-5990.
In the world of digital broadcasting, transmitters and exciters sometimes do this. If this happens when you're watching WHPR TV 33, please do this. Watch us on Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV, Google TV, or TV33WHPR.com. Download the WHPR TV app, and we can also be heard on Amazon Echo. So remember, if you see this, you can do this and support the station that supports you.
Welcome back to the BTG Morning Show. I am your host, Keisha B. I am excited to be here. And today, like I told y'all earlier, we have a special guest in the house today. I am so excited to sit down with him. This is Mayor Yap joining us today. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself, and hello, everyone.
I'm doing pretty good. Excited to sit here with you and kind of go over some questions that I have for you. I was excited about the interview, so I thought really hard and long about what I was going to ask. So this is an exciting moment for me.
Okay.
But how was your day so far?
Well, kind of early for me.
I know. I got you up real early.
Yep.
But okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So let me ask you this. What motivated you to get involved in city government?
Well, I think primarily because I had spent time in the police department. And I was close to the community, close to the city. I grew up in the city.
Okay.
And after I retired from the police department, there were neighbors that asked me, why didn't I run for a political office? And it really wasn't me. I was a state realtor, a state licensed private investigator. I had qualified myself for other ventures. So, but I decided to look into it, and I ran for city council, and I won a seat for 4 years.
Wow.
And then after city council, there was a Dr. Omar, president of the city council, and she asked me, why didn't I run for mayor? Well, of course, you know, I was thinking about how close I was to the community, and the mayor is involved in every aspect of the community. So I ran for mayor, and I won a seat.
Wow.
And then I lost a seat, and I was working another job up in Macomb in Oakland County, and some friends asked me, why don't you run again, you know? And so I ran again, and I won another seat.
That's great. So it wasn't something that was foreseen. It just kind of happened?
No, it just happened. You're right. You're right. I did some substitute teaching. I'm a state realtor and state licensed private investigator. I kind of qualified myself just in case.
Yeah.
And so politics just come along. I would never expected politics.
Wow. So how does your experience help you to work towards the grand vision you have for Highland Park?
Well, it helps because I've been active with a number of people from different walks of life. After 7.5 years in the Army, I lived in Europe and Asia, and you know, you look at customs and the way people live, and then you come home and you look at your people, how fortunate we are, but we can do better. And I thought that of all the experience that I'd gained, I could help. And
That's
so
awesome.
It has helped, because there's one thing that I'm really disappointed in. When I grew up in Highland Park, it was the best school system in the country. Highland Park was the model city of the United States when I was a kid. And so now I see that we don't have a high school, and that bothers me dearly. But the mayor has no authority, no input in the school system, none whatsoever.
Really?
And really, I'm like John Citizen. I can give recommendations. I can tell you where you may find certain things. And I'm so concerned because I know last year the governor announced that she was availing $17.1 billion for education, Michigan education, and Highland Park is not getting any. And I asked why. They say because Highland Park owes money. I wouldn't care if Highland Park owed billions. If you've got money for a school system, you tell me you would neglect these kids in Highland Park because someone owes money, someone messed up the budget. The children didn't do it. I mean, we got to look out for the kids. And so I'm concerned about literacy.
Yeah, education is extremely important, extremely important. So could you elaborate on how ordinary citizens of Highland Park can help you realize your dream of a city where everyone enjoys a decent quality of life?
Yes, as a matter of fact, during my police days, I think the most important job I had was community-oriented policing, and that's working with the children and the parents. If you will only work with your kids and doing their homework, if you will teach your kids how to maintain what they have, a car, a house, the clothing, themselves, teach your children to respect others. It's crucial. That's crucial. That's why we have so many children that are killing each other. I look at Chicago. The homicide rate in Chicago has almost doubled since last year. And That's saddening because these are our young black brothers killing each other because they're jobless, they have needs, and they're not educated. There's a lot of factors here, and if we as adults would only take the time to mend our family, just your family, work with your family. If everyone work with your family, we can come together.
Definitely. How can we incorporate that togetherness in the community of Highland Park? Because again, like you said, you know, crime rates, that can affect crime rates, that can affect just how we interact with each other.
Right.
So in your opinion, what are some ways that we can do to bring communion back amongst community?
Well, for one, as I stated earlier, get involved with your children, and normally when you involve with your children, you're involved with other parents. You know, other parents, a lot of them would be your neighbors. And so if we just look out for each other, like you live next door and you're on vacation, I'll cut your grass when I cut mine. I'll take your trash out when I take mine. We'll work together to make this a real community. If we learn to respect each other, work with each other, we'd have a better place. You know, I look at our previous president, Mr. Trump. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, he was the worst president I had ever seen.
Really?
And I have a few ice cream seasons on this earth.
That's a unique way of putting it.
Yeah.
That's a unique way of putting it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what's one of the beauties of being a leader here in Highland Park?
Well, because I've watched our city go from the best to the worst. After the drug culture came into Highland Park, all of the people that could afford to moved out of Highland Park. And Highland Park had 3 emergency financial managers. That means our city was in such bad shape that the state had to send someone down here to manage our city, to work with the budget. Well, I'm just at a point now where I feel that if we don't come together now, we're going to lose it, totally lose it. Right now, look at Mr. Biden. He's affording us all this money. We're not capitalizing on that as a people. As I stated earlier, education, literacy, you must get in now. You must get some of that money now. Educate your children, educate yourself, get yourself a good job. If you don't do it now, 3, 4, 5 years from now, it's going to be too late.
Great. There's actually a program right now where they're offering free education for Detroit residents. I have to bring that information next time. But I do have another question.
Okay.
So what do you find is the most stressful when it comes to the position itself?
Well, not having sufficient resources. I don't have enough people to work with. I don't have enough funds. Like my fire department, I need new fire apparatus. For many, many years, when we obtained fire apparatus, we would you call time. You call time. Okay.
Yep. We're coming up. Not yet, but we're coming up.
Well, anyway, our fire apparatus, every time we get apparatus, the ladder truck, the engines, it's used. We get it from some other community that have gotten their use out of it, and we end up getting it. We get a few years use, it breaks down. Like right now, we're trying diligently to get fire apparatus. Now, there's a Miss Helena Scott, state rep, has helped us dearly. She's got us $850,000 for one piece of apparatus. Most apparatus, the ladder trucks, cost $1.5 million for one piece. And so we are working diligently to just get a new start, get the new scout cars, get the fire apparatus, and get sufficient personnel. Right now, we don't have enough personnel, and other communities like Warren, for instance, those with the big budget, they're buying our police officers. I have a police officer who gets off work. Warren authorities will call him, how much money do you make? I make 30, 40,000. I'll pay you 60,000 to start with benefits. And they take our officers. Officers are a commodity around the country. People don't want to be police officers like they did back in my day.
Right.
So it's difficult to find police officers.
Yeah, times have changed quite a bit. Times have changed quite a bit, especially when it comes to police officers and authorities and a lot of the situations that has happened, you know, which causes that hesitance in regards to becoming a police officer. So that's quite understandable. We have to take a commercial break, but we will return very, very soon. We have more questions. I'm so excited. Mayor Yap is sitting here with us on the BTG Morning Show. Again, I am your host, Keisha B., and we will return right after this.
Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
Lawanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you. Because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
I'm joined today by Maureen Taylor and Louis Pisker to let you know about a new financial empowerment center located in the Wayne County Treasurer's Office.
Do you know someone, family or friends, that need help with finances? Do you know people having trouble making ends meet, especially with property taxes or other payments? The Detroit Financial Empowerment Center can help. Treasurer Sabri invites you to visit the new Financial Empowerment Center, 400 Monroe, on the 5th floor in downtown Detroit.
We've partnered with the Wayne County Treasurer's Office and the City of Detroit to provide free one-on-one financial counseling to help you address problems related to utility bills, property or income taxes, credit repair, and other financial matters. Our professional counselors can also help you plan your monthly budget and increase your credit score.
This service is available to all Wayne County residents. For free and private financial counseling, contact the center at 313-322-6222 and make an appointment today.
Welcome back to the BTG Morning Show here on WHPR. I am your host, Keisha B., and we have in studio Mayor Yap of Highland Park. You ready?
I am ready.
All right. So for those who are just now tuning in, we've been having a one-on-one with Mayor Yap asking some general questions. So the next question I have for you is, good governance at any level requires the support of strong constituents. To get this support, what values, policies, and virtues do you espouse here in Highland Park, and what programs do you have to apply them?
Well, we have a number of programs. We have our Senior Citizens Program. Ms. Robinson spearheads that. We have a number of programs. We have Sue in the Rec Center. She has a number of youngsters participating in various programs, educational and athletics. Mm-hmm. We have programs in the city, not like we did before. Of course, you know, COVID-19 kind of put a halt to a lot of stuff.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot. Okay, so what downward trend in your city's last 5 years are you most proud of?
Downward trend. To me, that sounds like a negative word, but
no. Just saying what things.
I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it one way or another. Downward trend, crime downward. I'm proud of that. Crime is down. Although we had this COVID-19, we did not have a rise in crime in Highland Park. Awesome. We've had a number of trends that were downward. One is our unemployment rate is still down, but it's not because of a lack of jobs. My administration has worked diligently to bring in jobs. As a matter of fact, I brought this list with me. I'm going to share it with the public.
Awesome.
We have a number of jobs. One is through the Pharesia. That's an automotive company that's in the Oakland Plaza. They're hiring about 300 to 400 people, and they just moved into our city since 2016. We have Mobis, another automotive seats company. They're hiring 3 to 4 people. Magna expanded. They've been here for a while, but they expanded, and they got an additional 300. And on Hamilton, if you know where Hamilton and Davison is,
yes,
they've got the Means Group over there. They're hiring between 400 and 500 people. That's a $40 million project.
Wow.
And so we got the jobs. But as you know, throughout the country, there's been a problem with applicants. Hiring has been a problem. But I just heard CNN, that number is dwindling fast. People are going back to the jobs now. And I'm glad to see people going back to work because, of course, the money Mr. Biden's putting out there, that's just to sustain you during the crisis.
Right.
It's not to hold you over forever. So,
that's very true.
you got to get that job. And if I were you, I'd get the job now. I'd get in on the ground floor because if you wait till it gets a little crowded, it's going to be difficult to get the job you want. So we got plenty of jobs around Highland Park, Oakland Plaza, and we're moving along. Highland Park's moving along, and I see us going into next year with a larger budget, which will afford us more apparatus, more people, more scout cars, more of our necessities.
Okay, that's awesome. So what trend is the most worrisome?
Repeat that.
What trend is the most worrisome?
Well, right now, as I stated earlier, I'm really concerned about our police department.
Okay.
Because you got the big budget cities that are taking the small cities' police officers, but we're trying to work on a project now, whereas if a city pay for your basic training, the police academy, there's going to be a mandatory time that you have to spend with that city.
Okay.
So, and I tell you the thing that I'd like to see as a previous or prior police officer, I'd like to see the federal government control all salaries throughout the country, make the salaries equal. If you're a patrolman, you make X amount of dollars. I don't care if you're in Los Angeles or Detroit. That way, people won't be as quick to move around because you're not going to, if you move around, it'll be for the scenery because it won't be more money or more benefits if the federal government will control that factor.
Okay.
So hopefully they're listening.
All right. So now this question is in regards to the city council. What do you believe is the most pressing issue facing the city council right now?
Well, I'd say the administration and the city council needs to set aside the personalities and focus on government. Forget about the personalities because it's interfering with progress. I would say that at this point, our priorities are not in unison, meaning that my priority is getting a high school because I got all these jobs. If you complete high school in this city, you step right out of high school into a good paying job with benefits. The city council is interested in cannabis. They want to get the ordinance in. In fact, it's in court right now. They want to get the cannabis here. And sure, cannabis will make a few people rich, but it'll be a family. There's no more than 4 or 5 people working in those cannabis shops, and normally it's family. And can you see a class graduating from high school and talking about, I'm going to get me a cannabis job?
Wow.
That's just not the way to go. We have to get into the flow of literacy, the flow of good jobs, good benefits, and live a good, clean life, you know.
Understandable. So, do you plan to run for another term?
Well, I'm gonna be frank with you.
I know what that means.
We have so many jobs here. We've worked so hard to get these businesses here. In fact, Mobis wasn't coming to Highland Park. They were going to South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
But Highland Park is the motor city, really. It's not Detroit, it's Highland Park. Henry Ford's first $5 a day job was right up here in Manchester. So people realize that this is where Chrysler and all the big automotive companies started, right here in Highland Park. So we're very fortunate. I know you asked me if I plan on running again. What I'm saying this, we have put so much together, I really wouldn't want to see all of our work go down the drain. Meaning that I want us to continue to push for applicants and get a high school and get these children out of high school into college or into a good job with benefits. So I might run again.
Well, there it is. He might run again, y'all. He might do it. Okay, so with the high school, I know that education is extremely important to you. So when it comes to community development, what do you say in regards to that? How important is community development as well within the city of Highland Park?
Community and economic development is truly important. We have a great director, Mr. Ty Hinton. He's been around a long time, and it's super important. We have now, and this is new, and I'm just announcing it, the main building up there at McLean and Woodward, the great big burnout building, we now own that. And we've got a number of developers interested in building a hotel or some other major operation. So we're moving, and this is a number, there is a number of reasons why I think about running again, because there's so much on the horizon. There's so much that we are doing and can do and will do. I say in about 2-3 years, this city should be really on the map. By on the map, I mean a big budget.
Okay, that sounds awesome. So as far as developers, so we're seeing a lot of developers coming into Highland Park now?
Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, I just mentioned one, and he was here a couple of years ago, Mr. Means, $40 million on Hamilton. That was a jungle over there. He cleared it out and bought property. As a matter of fact, there's some folk that are doing some things that are not good, meaning that we sell side lots for $500.
Okay.
There were people who were buying up those lots for a while, and I guess they got wind there was going to be a development over on Hamilton. Mr. Means had to pay $20,000 for one lot.
Wow.
Because he wanted to develop. And I think that's awful. You see our city growing and coming out of that jungle over there, yet you want to rob the developer. You should be welcoming that developer and helping them get in the city to get the city straightened out, your children on the right path. And but people are like that, you know. So.
Well, land is a hot commodity nowadays.
Yeah, it is. It is. I agree.
It's definitely a hot commodity.
Absolutely.
So I know that we will be coming up on a commercial break in a few. However, I do have a question right before we go into a commercial break. So considering that all this development is coming into Highland Park, what can you say to the residents? What can they expect within the next couple of years or so? Should they see a complete turnaround or the beginning of a turnaround? Because I know that there's a lot that they're facing right now.
I think they could look forward to a turnaround, not a complete turnaround. It's going to take more than 2 years to completely turn this city around. When you think about the entire city, the job market, the housing market, the education, and so many things, it's going to take time. And as you know, I talk about the education a lot, but the governor is still holding back on giving Highland Park money to open our school system up. So I'm looking forward to our city being the kind of city that people will want to move into. Why? Because look at our main veins. You got the Davidson, the Lodge, I-75, and you get on public transportation right here on Woodward Ride, right down to every sporting event, the Tigers, the Lions, hockey.
Very true.
Get off the bus, you go right into the event, and you don't have to pay that $40 to park. So Highland Park's a great location. I think it's the best location in the state. Really, I do.
It is, and I'm hoping that they go ahead and bring the train, the train all the way through,
right,
like they discussed before. I'm really looking forward to this. But we have to take a commercial break. Thank you for tuning into the BTG Morning Show. I am your host, Keisha B. We have Mayor Yap here in the studio with me, and we will be back after this.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be like happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri, encouraging all taxpayers to please take advantage of the several payment options available.
You can pay online by visiting the Wayne County Treasurer's Office website. Paying online is easy and convenient.
You can also download the mobile app and pay with your smartphone.
You can pay at one of 70 kiosks located throughout Wayne County.
And yes, you can always still send in your payments using the U.S. Postal Service.
If you have to visit our office in person, you must make an appointment by going to treasurer.waynecounty.com. It only takes a few minutes. Facial covering or mask is required and social distancing is observed. Your health and safety is very important to us. You can also email our office at textinfo@waynecounty.com or call us at 313-224-5990.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
We at Watkins Broadcasting care about the health and safety of our viewers and listeners. During this novel coronavirus pandemic, please protect yourself and others. Wash your hands well and often. Avoid touching your face. Cough and sneeze into your sleeve. Practice social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet away from others when in public and only leave the house when it's essential. Stay safe. You are important to us.
The environment is so friendly. Always feel like home.
We have so much support from the staff. You meet people who are like you.
I always had a passion to help others, so this is the perfect place for me.
Yanaafi Chubichao. Flora Kiwang, Cameroon. Maklit Shunga, Ethiopia.
Javed Khan, Bangladesh. Dennis Kirk, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
They give you what you need for the future.
And welcome back to the BTG Morning Show. I am your host, Keisha B, and we have Mayor Yap here in studio with me today. And for those who are just now tuning in, you missed the whole show. It's time to get off all just about. You missed the whole show. It's okay. But we've been having a one-on-one here with Mayor Yap of Highland Park and just having a nice discussion in regards to the term and the different things that he would like to see implemented and the things that he wants to do within the city of Highland Park. So we have witnessed your hard work to make Highland Park a better community to live in. So what are some changes you hope to implement before this term is over, since you said you might run again?
Well, I'm interested in the health of the residents, and that boils down to what my engineers are doing. They're replacing lead pipes, and there's a lot of lead in our water around the country, not just Highland Park. But I must say our engineers are on the job. They're doing a great job in replacing the pipes and keeping up with the state. They report to the state, and there are reports that the citizens can obtain as far as the lead level in the water. Our water is some of the best around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so because we had a good engineering corps. We, of course, in 2016, when I came back in office, the Great Lakes Water Authority had sued Highland Park for over $20-something million, and we fought them and we won. And as a matter of fact, they even had to give us an extra $1 million because they'd overcharged us. You see, Highland Parks normally have our own water.
Okay.
We got a water plant, and we're doing great. As a matter of fact, Highland Park had a reputation for a while as some of the best water. And then all of a sudden, again, because of the financial status, that low status, our water pipes started to break and things started to go wrong. So we had to get with Detroit and utilize some of their water. Okay. And of course, Detroit sold out to Great Lakes Water Authority, and that's when the problem started. But thank God we weathered the storm.
That's awesome. So what exactly, do you have anything that you want to say to the residents just to kind of give them hope as to what's to come?
Well, I'd like to say this, and I'm not being biased or anything, but look at and know who you're voting for. Know something about that candidate. I happen to know that not all candidates are on the same page. There are some candidates that are in it for themselves, some that are in it for the community and our children. But, you know, because I've been around, as I stated, for a few ice cream seasons, I know that education is so valuable, and a good life. You don't realize that till you're in your 40s, maybe. You start to realize life ain't what I really want it to be. And then myself, I went back to school at 40.
Really?
Got my bachelor's, and I entered the master's program. And, thank God, I got a trip to Harvard University. I'm a Harvard fellow.
Wow.
I completed the John F. Kennedy School of Government, Harvard University.
It's amazing.
You know? But, you know, I tell you, I really had no political inklings. But if you qualify for something when it comes along, you can normally join the bandwagon and get over. So, I mean, I took an interest in education, and I think everyone should do that for their children, if not for yourself. So I want to see our city blossom. I want to see everybody here come together and know who you're putting in charge. You know, we got to have someone that's interested in our well-being. Our well-being, meaning the entire community, not just your family. But I want to see us rise up and stabilize ourselves. You know, we rise up, and then that group will move on, and the next group don't go to school, or they don't show that interest, and we fall back in that hole again where we're in the lowest paying job or the lowest benefits. And, you know, you got to sustain yourself, you know, and you do that by way of academics.
Definitely. So it's been a pleasure having you here with me in studio. Would you be willing to come back again?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I tell you what I'm going to do next time I come. I plan on having a town hall meeting, but I can share with the community some of the thoughts that I have. I'll check with my different departments, including you, and we'll put something together. Okay. And we'll share with the folks what to expect and what you should be seeing now. And if you're not seeing it now, come see us and we'll fix it.
Awesome. And then how about we do a question and answer with the residents?
That sounds great.
Awesome.
Awesome. Great.
Awesome. So we are coming to the wrap of the show. I hate to say goodbye. I hate this part because I love this. This is my arena. This is what I love to do. So when it's always time to come off air, I'm always feeling down because this is really my zen. This is what I love to do. But before we get off air, you don't mind if I would go ahead and release this, right?
Oh, that'd be great.
So there is a program called Detroit Reconnect. Reconnect to College. We can help navigate your new pathway. Through the Detroit Regional Chamber, they are offering free classes for those who are interested in getting their college degree. So in order to enroll, you would have to reach out to Michelle Cyrus. Her last name is spelled Cyrus, and she can be reached at 734-210-1003, or you can email her at mcyrus, Cyrus, at DetroitChamber.com. This is the Detroit Drives Degrees program. Speaking on education, education is extremely important, extremely important. So it's always good to take advantage of the programs, like Mayor Yap said, that is available to you. So if you have an opportunity, if you want to go back to school and get your degree, this would be the perfect opportunity to do so. Again, you can also reach out to the mayor via the Highland Park, Michigan.gov website. So it's Highland Park, mi.gov, right?
Absolutely.
And then all the resources are available on the site as well. You can also, we have an Instagram page, we have Facebook, we have Twitter. So you can find Highland Park on all of social media, and you can also find everything that I discussed on the Facebook page for Highland Park. I'm going to upload it today.
That's why I have a staff, because I don't participate in any social media. I did initially, Facebook, I was in everything, and then so much negativity came about, and I just bowed out.
Well, you know, you can't please everybody.
That's true.
Right? You know, so you got to have, you know, opposition comes with every position, with everything that we do. Some will say yay, some will say nay. You can't please everybody at the same time.
I agree.
So that just comes with the territory, unfortunately. But the Facebook page is the City of Highland Park. The Instagram page is Highland Park MI. And the Twitter page is, Lord help me, Highland Park MI as well. So at Highland Park MI on all social media. And then Facebook is the City of Highland Park, and you will be able to find everything there. Again, I am your host, Keisha B. You can find me on all social media at simply, for those who don't understand, SIMPLY, Keisha B. Not with an E, it's KISHA. So simply Keisha B. On all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I will have all this information uploaded. And thank you for tuning in. Mayor Yap, thank you so much for coming out to spend this time with me. And thank you guys for tuning into the BTG Morning Show right here on WHPR. And I will see you next Monday.